Ooh, Jess, I don't think they're ready for this.
Oh, they're definitely not ready for this.
Welcome to Witches Wild. All right, I'm gonna interrupt right here because I'm letting you know this is a longer episode. This is intense things. If you are driving, listen to it, of course. But like, you might want to have a little notebook and take notes. But it's long, it's in depth. We go balls deep into this, so just tune in. If you can listen to it in phases if you need to. But this is not some like bullshittery podcast shit. This is going to literally change your life if you listen to this episode. I promise you. Okay, I'm telling you. Listen to your boy here. Trust me. I know you don't know me, but I feel like, you don't know, which is why it's still new, but I feel like if you give me a second, you give me this episode, I'm going to change your fucking life. Okay? It's a long one, but it's a good one. Let's go. Well, hello, you beautiful witches. Welcome in. Oh, is it a different little setup today? I do believe it is. It is just your boy here, Auric, because Jess decided to leave me for 3 weeks and go to Scotland with her boyfriend and forget all about her work husband. Like, rude. No, I've been living vicariously through her, like, for the past 3 weeks, and I cannot wait to get my place in Edinburgh. I'm so excited. Like, oh, I cannot wait. But you guys are in for this bonus little episode of a treat, because your boy here is going to be diving into all about the numerology and energy of 2026. Oh yes, thank God 2025 is done. It can choke on the biggest bag of dicks ever. Like, gag. I'm so done with it. Because that was kind of the year of the snake. All right. But the thing is like, it's still kind of hanging its head. Like, if you're over there and you are like, well, I'm still not ready to go. Like, oh God, I still feel like 2025 is here. If you still feel tired, especially us energy healers, light workers, or witches and all that stuff, how many of y'all feeling me down below? Comment below, okay? Like, this is interactive. I want to hear all you have to say, all this stuff. That's because we might have changed on January 1 to 2025 to 2026, but that doesn't mean the energy is still like, it's not switched over, all right? Because technically we're still in the year of the snake until February 17th with the Lunar New Year. I know, there's nothing a little Xanax can't help, so it's fine. So if you're still feeling blah, don't let January 1 like fool you. For those of you who took my course, the Reflect course, life-changing, right? We are still in this cocoon phase. Like, honey, 2025 like made us look like rabid, like skunks with rabies trying to like run a CEO level job. Like, I mean, that's what I fucking felt like. It was absolutely asinine. And as much as crazy and as horrible and as 2025 was, it was needed. Sorry to tell you. But like, because 2026, honey, which is what we're going to talk about today, the numerology and the energy of 2026, that shit from the past like, 9 years, that cycle that we're closing out, it can't come with you. Nope, not where we're going in 2026. Zero, zilch, zada, you just can't do it. So we still have a little homework. I'm gonna tell you all about 2026, which is like, it's so good. I've got my notes here. I told you about the magic of this is kind of like my yearly book of shadows and stuff. So I've made all my notes and stuff, like when I was sitting down looking at everything. And we're gonna dive into it. So if you see me looking down, it's my notes. But it is a year that, like, honey, if you better strap in, buttercup, because it's about to be fast. So fast that your head's going to whip around, all right? And kind of be thankful that, like, if you're still feeling that kind of right now, because we still have a little bit of work to do, all right? And left over from the year of the snake, we got a little bit of snake skin to shed. And hopefully after this, you are going to come out of here like so excited about what's to come, like pearl clutch, straight up, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in. Here we go. So 2026, all right, and how we get numerology, all right, because there's a whole science behind it. People are like, that's woo-woo shit. Well, you're on a witch podcast, so welcome in, buttercup. But I highly recommend you stay. and listen because it just might blow your mind. All right, yes. So numerology, well, a little bit. So you know about me a little bit, all right? From podcast, what you see. But I came from the world of aesthetics. I was one of the top injectors in the country, had like an 8-figure brand, completely let it crumble to do this beautiful stuff. Here we are. Because once your soul has a calling, you can't ignore it. So I'm a bone thrower, like at heart. I'm a lot caster at heart. Like if you don't know that, follow my page at Alchemy Auric and you'll find all about it. It's a brand new page, so give me a minute. I am an intuitive psychic medium. I coached in my past life. In that past career, I coached multi-million-dollar med spa owners, like all across the country, all across the world, to like help elevate their game. So I'm kind of going to be doing the same thing in my witch era. All right, I'm going to be helping you all, because here's the thing: if you're a witch and you broke, bitch, you got to check in with your power. And your boy here is going to help guide you along the way. All right. And so one way I like to do that is like to take all the stuff, the woo-woo stuff, and I like to take and process it with my guides, my ancestors. They probably will start screaming through this microphone. And I like to process it and make it digestible for you. So that way, like if you struggle with astrology, I still do. If you struggle with any of that, don't worry. I'm going to make it fun. We're going to fucking laugh. And I'm going to help you along the way, kind of make sense of it and how to apply that to your life. So that's a little bit about your boy here, all right? So that way you're like, who is this homosexual behind the camera? Well, now you know, all right? You might hear my East Tennessee come out. It's fine. Appalachian folk witch is going to come out. All right, so numerology, 2026, how do we get it? So 2 + 2 + 6 = 10, all right? So 2026 is a 10-year, but in numerology, we also reduce down anything above a single digit. We got to reduce it down to a single digit. So 10, 1 + 0 = 1, all right? So 2026 really is a 1 year, all right? But when we look at the energy, we can't ignore the 10s, all right? And I'm going to be showing you, I pulled the tarots, I pulled the Magician, which is the 1, and the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And I love that this is coming up because, we got some cycles to close, shit to close down, because where we're going, honey, this stuff can't come through. So it's really a cool year. And plus with all the energy with the planets and placement with numerology that comes in, it's going to blow your mind. Like, get ready, honey. Big girl panties on, get your broomsticks, because witches got shit to do this year. But not just those tarots, we also got to look at the aces, which are 1s, and through here, so we're going to look at those. But also, we got to look at the 10s, all right? Kind of cute, kind of not. But don't worry, we've got this. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy, okay? So that's how you get that. 2 + 2 + 6 = 10. So it's 10, reduce that down, and we got a 1, all right? And with numerology, there is some cool shit I'm about to drop your way, all right? So when we think of 1, all right, first of all and foremost, let's talk about the house, the first house. That's literally what's being activated this year, all right? And the first house, honey, is like the house of self, all right? It's your identity, it's your selfhood, it is your authenticity, it's your badassery self. Like, it doesn't matter. Like 2025 was a 9-year, right? 2 + 2 + 5 = 9, all right? That's like honey, wrapping up shit, things coming to like a head. 10's a completion year, but also reduces down to 1, so it's a fresh new cycle. So when we get through, and you might see me check the microphone because it's not a podcast mic this time. I just want to make sure you know, like, all that fun stuff. So when we look into that, the house of self, it is all about you this year, bitch. All right? Last year, honey, that energy was ratchet. The shedding, I'm like, universe, can you use lube next time? My God. I'm also like, I'm so raw from shedding so much skin last year that I'm like, bitch, I am like, there's nothing left to shed. But oh, there is. It's like just gonna rip it raw again. That's literally what it feels like. So we're going from that, wrapping up, like 2025 was like wrapping up the cycles of the past, like kind of like 9 years, since 2016. So like literally wrapping that up and everything coming to completion. And it was showing you like what worked, and I hope you celebrated it. If you don't, celebrate the wins. But like it really highlighted like what cannot fucking come with you. Yep. So now we've kind of like are shedding that last little bit. The 10 is like completion, okay? But it's not like that's carrying into next year. That is, we're gonna wrap it up in January and February. So when March comes around, honey, bam, bam, boom, we got it, all right? So I don't want you to focus on like, oh, I've got to release and all those things. No, we're gonna focus on the action and the energy. But we got to have some of that 10 in there too. And so with the number 1 brings that first house. So this year is all about you, the new you, how you want to show up, your vitality. That's the first house, numerology number 1. And that is controlled by, that is ruled by Aries. And Aries is fire. And we're about to be into the fire horse, like literally February 17th. There's lots of fire energy. Like it is fucking wild. Like I said, strap in buttercup, all right? But then Aries, Mars also fire, all right? So 2026 is coming in hot and it doesn't take names. It doesn't ask for permission, anything like that. So your first house is kind of like, it's kind of like who you are before the world gets their hands on you, okay? And with Aries there, honey, it doesn't ask for fucking permission. And Mars doesn't need anybody's validation to do that. Like, it doesn't need anybody's approval for you to step into your ability. That is literally the wrap up of this. And like, I would say if I had any sentence that would wrap this up, would be have the fucking audacity. Like, have the fucking audacity to be you. That first house, that's what's getting activated. It's all about you and this fresh new start. Number 1, new journey. But here's the thing you gotta ask. What new you is gonna start this path? Is it gonna be the same you that was hustle culture, burnout, in bad relationships you shouldn't be in, somebody that had no fucking boundaries? Is it the same you that kept repeating cycles over and over again? Wheel of Fortune. Is it you, like, from that 9-year cycle? No. I don't even think we have a choice. Like, because if you try to drag that bitch into 2026, honey, no. The universe is gonna make your life so uncomfortable so you actually do the work because it can't come with you. I'm sorry, the snake skin cannot come with you. If it doesn't shed its skin, it dies. Okay? So this is literally about you, this new birth. Who does this strapping bitch want to step into 2026 with? Your wants and desires, we're starting this new cycle, like this new 9-year cycle. Like, what do you want to achieve? And who is that person that can do that? Now, here's the thing, all right? I don't want you to take any of this as like, oh, this is who I'm trying to become. Oh, God, gag. What that does is it creates separation between like the person you're trying to become, that person that has all the things that you want, lives the way that you want, has the boundaries and all those beautiful things, has that $1 million condo on the beach, bitch, like all those things. When you're like trying to become that, there creates a separation, and that kills your magic. Straight up kills your magic. So for me, it's not who you're becoming. You have to step into that now. You already are that person. You are the person that has that dream job, that has that good relationship, that has $20 million in the bank, that has that dream career, that has that record deal. Whatever it is, you show up as that person now. You make the decision now to be that person. There's no separation. No, we're done with that. We're closing that fucking gap, all right? There used to be that kind of fake it till you make it. No, because that keeps that magic separated. That keeps you being like, oh, I'm not this person yet. You see the energy change in that? No. So what we're going to do is we're going to believe it while we weave it. So no faking it till you make it. We're going to believe it while we weave it. Because this is a year about dreaming, honey. Straight up about dreaming. All right? So all this stuff is not about becoming. It's about deciding here and now who you want to be, what you want to do, and all those things. All right? So don't take that like that you got to become something. Decide now that you're going to be that. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay? So the number 1, the fresh starts, the new journeys, the first house, all about you. It's about forward motion. About you means like it's your intuition, like getting back in touch with your intuition, because honey, the past 9 years, clusterfuck, and especially what's going on right now, like kind of difficult to do that, but it's asking you to like get back in touch with you. Like, fuck everything else. You are first this year, okay? The action, the fire with Aries and Mars. It's so much fire energy. And it's about getting shit done, and moving forward. And there's no holding back. There's no like, oh my God, which is why in January and February, you have to fucking rest. You need to prepare. You need to reflect. You need to see what's the last little bit of that snake skin that needs to fucking go. So that way when March hits, when the astrological new year actually happens, March 20th, I believe it is, honey, you got a fire underneath your ass and you ready to go, okay? So we got a little homework with this. So 1, starting the new chapter, all the intensity, all right? This is the thing. There's going to be a lot of intensity. And all the intensity that we've been feeling in the past just doesn't magically disappear. No, just because that calendar switches, it's just because we have that lunar new year or the astrological new year, does not mean that like all the intensity and all the bullshittery stops. It just means that we have to kind of get a fresh start and realize like we got to do things differently. And we have to say, okay, in this chaos, all right, what is going to continue to get my energy moving forward? Because the fire year is going to burn no matter what. But you have to decide with all this intensity, what are you giving your energy to that probably shouldn't? Who are the people you still hanging around with that you probably shouldn't? All those things, and that kind of helps like tame the chaos, like, and you don't have to carry that with you. I'm signing your permission slip that you do not have to carry that shit into this new year with you. You have the ability to take your life by the balls, honey, and do things differently, all right? Didn't say it was gonna be easy, but it's your choice, all right? So, are you ready to focus on you? Ready to pour into you? That probably feels foreign. I know it is for me. Like I would pour so hardcore into everything else, my career, all that stuff, because my worth was tied to what I did. That kept me safe. And I don't know how I'm learning to kind of pour into my own cup. And it's been good. I've been doing that for probably like the past 2 years, really the past like year I have, like in 2025, like full stop on the career, like paused it, scared out of his mind, but like really found that when I start pouring into myself, oh my God, like the burnout goes away, all this stuff. So this year is about pouring into you. But here's the thing, let's talk about it. You notice the Ace of Cups here, all right? It is overflowing, all right? You are no longer available to pour into other people from your cup. No, ma'am. No, that's not what's happening. We are pouring so much into our cup. Others, other things, other relationships, business, whatever it is, they get the overflow. But we're no longer draining our cup to people please, to stay in that bullshit job, whatever it is. We are pouring into us, and the overflow, that is what fills others, all right? Because when you're pouring from your cup and pouring into your cup, and you probably behind the camera are not pouring into your own or taking that self-care and pouring into yourself as a priority, hell, none of us do, like you have nothing left to give. And that's where burnout happens, especially in hustle culture. So we no longer doing that. That's canceled. Behind the Times, ring, ring, ring. Yeah, Behind the Times, we canceling a subscription to that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because you got shit to do. And you can't do it on an empty battery, honey. No. Okay? So that one, pouring into you this new set. And here's the thing. Like we almost have like 3 resets. Like January, the calendar resets, the Gregorian made up calendar. February kind of is the lunar new year. All right, and that's the change of energy. And then we have the astrological new year, which is the true new year. And I like to do that, like there's an energy, like January is all about reflecting. February is all about letting shit go, the last of that past year. And then March is all about action. So it's almost like mind, body, and soul. So like in January, like the body gets to rest because we fucking need it. In February, we get the mind right. So in March, we can light our soul on fire and move forward. All right? And if you haven't heard me, the fire energy, she is strong front and center, my loves, for 2026. But that's important in itself. Like with fire and that desire and that action, like comes our impulses, all right? Like we got to watch our impulses. Not because we don't want to move forward with fire. And here's the thing, like you got to make sure that you don't, like it's going to have a lot of expansion for sure, but you don't want every aspect of your life to expand. Like you don't want to expand your debt. You don't want to expand any pain, any lack, anything like that right there. So you have to get the mind right and decide with all this fire, like very Wands energy, with all this fire, you have to watch yourself so you don't burn yourself out. Not everything gets your attention. This year is about discernment. Discernment of like what gets your attention, what gets your energy. If it's not in alignment with where I'm trying to go, it is a fuck no. That's literal. Oh, that kind of rhymed. I like that. Okay. You got to have discernment and realize that like you're going to have probably a bunch of ideas. Honey, I'm a manifesting generator when it comes to human design. I'm going to have 50 million ideas. That does not mean that all of them need to go at once. And that does not mean that every single one of them needs attention. You have to use discernment with all of this fire energy that's coming of like what gets your energy so that way you don't burn out, okay? So it's all about realigning yourself in a new way. Like, and get fucking intentional about it too. Like the person you've been is going to keep getting the same results. But if you're sick of this, not like you're like, fuck yes, Auric, it is a 1 year, a new chapter, a new 9-year cycle. If you have been slaying it and you love who you were the past 9 years and you want to keep going, great. That's a little bit easier to deal with. But a lot of us are sick of this 9-year cycle. And you have to decide that to reinvent yourself in a new way, in an authentic way, so you don't repeat the same 9-year cycle. We've got to turn the wheel of fortune. It's all about kind of like the divine power, God, the universe, about whatever you call it, like turning that wheel. But who's the person that's going to be driving the car when that wheel turns, okay? So you got to reinvent yourself, but if you don't reflect back on all your bullshit on the past 9 years, and really in 2025, like that same person is going to be behind the driver's seat on this next 9-year cycle. And we're going to break that because now you're here with us. All right, which is wild isn't just about like waking you the fuck up about like what's going on in your meat and all that fun stuff like you all love. It's about like after you wake up, how the fuck do we go through this crazy world in a better way? Well, here you are. All right, so big thing, reinvent yourself in a whole new way and get intentional about it. Romanticize life, all right? Like you got to get intentional with this about your routines. Like what habits do you have on the daily that are you going to carry in 2026? Are they good? Are they bad? You got to find balance in your life. Like we cannot be going through hustle culture anymore, sweetheart. I'm sorry, we just can't do it. No. We're already burned out in 2026, the year of fire. No, ma'am. Like you got to find that balance. Like stop working so fucking damn hard. Go to Europe and see how they do it. Like shit closes down at 3 o'clock and hell in the UK, like all pubs are packed at like 2:33 on that end. And it's glorious. But again, like there's more to life than just money. So finding that work-life balance, like again, have you lost you? I did. You know, like what do you like to do? What are your hobbies outside of work? What are your passions outside of work? We tend to become what we do. We tend to become our careers and it burns us the fuck up. Especially witches, like unless you're practicing witch, that's kind of nice, but even that, like you get lost in it and you forget you and you lose you along the way. Well, this year is all about reclaiming that and finding you. What do you like? What do you want to do? What's your passions? What's your drive? Like, you might want to start underwater basket weaving. I don't know, whatever it is, but we got to find a balance back in life because this go, hustle culture bullshit that they keep us trapped in is that matrix. We're going to unplug in this year, okay? And here's the thing, patience. Good things, like this new energy, this new way of things, you're starting a new cycle. When you plant the seed, do you eat the fruit the same day? No, you don't, darlings, all right? When you plant the seeds, the last thing you want to do is be pouring bleach on them. And bleach, I mean like, oh, this isn't going to work. Oh my God, I can't do anything new. Or, oh my God, things will never change. Or, I'm scared, I'm fearful, blah, 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 blah. Or like, hurry the fuck up and do this. You don't do that. You don't do that to a seed that you plant. Like, no, you water it, you tend to it, and then you don't see a lot of the growth underneath the soil when it's rooting and getting the structure that can actually hold it. And then it sprouts and you're like, oh my God, yay. Like, so you got to treat yourself in your life and whatever you want to do with all this fire, like you plant new seeds, and don't fucking pour Clorox on them. And this episode is not sponsored by Clorox, by the way, okay? So, patience. It's going to be a masterclass in patience. Even though it's a lot of fire, it has to be a controlled fire, all right? If you do not contain a fire, it burns you out, all right? If you cannot contain your passion, in all this fire, you're going to go, and try to do everything and all this stuff, and you're going to burn out real quick. All right, so you have to learn discernment, you have to learn patience, and you have to get in touch with yourself, because if you're not in touch with yourself, how the hell are you gonna know what to pour into and what not to? All right, new cycle, new you for sure, okay? So, honey, the gospel according to tea, honey, and it's just water today. Okay. All right, here's some like keywords for numerology 1, the number 1, all right? Leadership, oh yes. Freedom from that fucking 9-year cycle. Leading the pack. Initiation, you have to be the one to start all this fire, honey. Like, it's gonna build up, but you gotta initiate it. Innovative, it's independence. Like, trusting your internal vision versus all the bullshit out there. Like, discernment. And getting a little down low with that. Like, I feel like discernment is going to be a very big thing for 2026. Like, you're like, especially with the way AI is going, like, holy fuck. Like, we already can't tell like what's real, what's not. And just imagine, like, over the past 3 years, like, how AI has exploded. Imagine what it's going to be like over the next 9 years, this next cycle. Like, it's fucking wild. Like, I'll look and I'm just like, that looks really real. You have got to be a fucking professor, PhD in discernment with like, I'm getting tapped. They're like, say it, keep going. Because you're not going to know what's real or what's not. Like, you need to fucking question everything. I feel like there's going to be things that happen in 2026. Like, this is like some UFO shit. Like, which we know is real. Like, watch Age of Discernment or listen to our podcast episode that's going to come out about that. I think probably next week. But there's going to be some bullshittery. Project Bluebeam. Like, they already trying to do the holograms in the sky of like a second coming of Christ, like all this bullshit. Like, and I also feel like they're going to try to make us terrified. Like, they feed on fear, like all this, but the system loves to keep us in fear. And I feel like we just have to be the sovereign of discernment. And that's listening back to yourself, like, question everything. But you know what? We've been like, especially religious trauma, deconstructionism, like, we have been told our whole life, like what to believe without questioning it. And if you question the church, Jesus be offense for that. Like, how dare you? And like, but the thing that's done, I've realized for myself, is it took my own sovereignty. Like, especially in Christianity, I was primitive Baptist. Like, I was an unworthy person of God. Like, I was unworthy. I'm a sinner. I am blah, blah, blah. Like, listen to the Christian music. Like, listen to the fucking lyrics. It's fucking wild. Like, just take a listen to what you sing if you're still in church. And it was like, the thing I hate about it, about Christianity, is a made up religion, by the way, is that it takes away people's sovereignty. If they actually studied what Jesus Christ was actually about, like they would see that it's literally like he was being the kingdom of God's within you, like meaning you are the fucking sovereign one. You don't need an outside source to like save you. But like the church, it's like it takes your power away. It takes that. And it takes your sovereignty away, and with that, it takes your discernment. Because we're so looking for outside help and help and help and help, and it gets us so out of touch with us because we're sinners, we are unworthy, and all that stuff, and it keeps us relying on external factors to come in and save us. Well, sweetie, nobody's coming to save you. Like you're a sovereign one on your own, and you need to wake up and realize that. But if you've been in religion, or especially Christianity, and you're kind of deconstructing from that, like it is huge for you to like, I mean, and hell, the first house, sovereignty, that's like literally your sovereign house. It is so important for you to do the work to really get back to get in touch with who you are again. Those little small voices that they're like, oh, you're schizophrenic on that, and like get back in touch with that. Like, use human design is a great way to do that. Seeing what should be making the decisions and get back in touch. Like I'm a sacral authority, and it really helped me get back in touch with my body. And there's where I found my intuition again. It had been so turned off because, of course, like primitive Baptist, like I can't think for myself. I just got to be a sheep, what they tell me, all these things. And that's going to be so fucking important because a woke witch is a dangerous witch. Ooh, that needs to be a t-shirt. We are having a merch line come out soon. Witches questioned everything. And that's just why we throw so much at you on the podcast of being like, wake the fuck up to what's really going on. Like, especially what's in your food, who's really running the gut, all this stuff. And it's not conspiracy theories. Most conspiracy theories are actually just factual. And they're run by, conspiracy theorists are just woke people that like actually have unplugged from the matrix. I've come to find out. But with so much that's going to happen this year, you have got to have discernment. Question everything. Sorry I went on a little tangent, but that was like, they were like, fucking speak on this. So question everything. And above all else, press 1 for English, Auric. Self-belief. Belief in yourself. Like believing that like with this passion and this new year and all this stuff, you can fucking do anything you want. Like whatever took your power back right now, let's do it. This is all you have to do. Every single night before I go to bed, this is what I do. I'm like, I reclaim all my power back to me. I am whole and complete. I reclaim all my power back to me. I am whole and complete. I recall all my power back to me. I am whole and complete, which is love the number 3. But like, start claiming your power back and start believing in yourself again. Stop second doubting and reclaim that personal power. And that's the root of who you are. And hello, again, like house number 1, here we go, popping off. It's time to tune out the noise, and there's going to be a lot of fucking noise this year, especially with like a lot of deception, a lot of stuff that they're going to try to do. Look on the fucking news. I'm not making this up, but look up Project Bluebeam. Okay. They're going to they're working on holograms where they can literally project like the second coming of Christ in the sky. And they're going to be able to do it whether you're over here, like in your Christian, or overseas where it's like a different, God, Buddha, whatever it is. But like, it's there. Look up the technology. You see it all over. They even actually have the government they had leaked footage of the UFOs, like they have flying UFO thing. They're also going to try to tell you that like the extraterrestrials are, bitch, they have been here before we were. Okay. And also they're going to say they're here to like be dangerous. They're not. Okay. They're here to actually make sure that we don't blow up the fucking planet. All right. Because when we developed the atomic bomb and that went off, it sent a frequency throughout the whole universe that was like, these motherfuckers gonna fuck up over here. So they're here to make sure, they're disarming missiles, they're dangerous. No, they're disarming missiles because we shouldn't have had that fucking technology to begin with. I digress. Anyways, I love a tangent, all right? So, getting back to your self-belief, your sovereign self, your power, okay? Because if you're not in touch with your intuition, how the fuck are you gonna know what you want from life? From this next 9-year cycle? How the hell are you going to know what you want and don't want? You have to be able to discern that. And you got to get in touch with your inner self to be able to do that. All right? You have to understand 2 a fault, like what you want and what you do not want for your life. You have got to get serious because, honey, this is a new cycle. This is time for you to take life by the balls and claim it. But you have got to know what you want. It's like the Notebook. What do you want? What do you want? Or it's like asking me what I want for dinner. Like people are like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. Just choose for me, by God. Just not McDonald's. All right. So you have got to know what you want. And it's not like what you should do and shouldn't do. No, we're not shoulding on ourselves anymore, all right? We are moving forward with what we want, not what society tells you should do. Oh, I should keep that job because I got a college degree in it. Oh, I should keep that job because I've been in it for 20 years, but I'm fucking miserable and like want to unaliven myself, like all that stuff. Like, no, these are shoulds. You should not be shoulding on yourself. You're an adult, all right? Like, save that for the 2-year-olds. So you have got to be so on point with discernment that you know exactly what you want. You got to get very crystal clear with what you want as well for this new cycle. Again, do you want the same person driving the driver's seat? I don't think so. And here's the thing. With this, you get to fucking change things up. I'm excited about that. Like, I'm about to get a sleeve. Like, I'm about to get a tattoo sleeve on my left arm and on my leg. Like, I've got my ears pierced. Like, that was a new change for me. Like, I got my nose pierced. That was a new change for me. Like I am like in the biggest I don't give a fuck mode of my life. It's like, this is me looking for any fucks that I get, and there's none, all right? That's the energy I'm moving into this because, like, the last chapter of mine, it was great. Aesthetics was great. I blew up as, who's known as Talk Josh or whatever. And it was wonderful, but that was performative. That was a masked performer. Like, and it was authentic to a point, but then like the industry kind of just changes you and stuff. And I refuse to do that again. Closing that chapter out, being like, okay, let's take some of the good, but like, who's gonna walk for it? And I'm gonna be me regardless of what anybody thinks. Because here's the thing, others' opinions about you and your life and your choices is none of your goddamn business. Let me repeat that. Others' opinions, including family members, partners, friends, lovers, exes, social media, others' opinions about what you do with your life and about you is none of your goddamn business. Okay? Write that on a Post-it note. Stick it on your bathroom mirror. Put it in your grimoire, your book of shadows, wherever you can see it daily. And if you take nothing else, take that. Because when you do that and you realize that, like, no matter, somebody's gonna have something to say. Like, you could literally cure cancer and somebody's gonna bitch about it. Okay? The moment you accept that and you release your value and your worth to other people's opinion, honey, that is freedom. And a 1 is all about freedom. Okay? Write that down. If you stop here, great. All right? I love that. Because we got 9 more years to starting a new cycle, honey. Like, you got to make it count. So wear that dress, get that tattoo, dye your hair, cut your hair, change genders if you want to. If you're still in the closet and you're like tired of living it, honey, step out of the closet. There are people there that love you. Whoo, I'm getting emotional. There are people that will love you no matter what. If you are gay and you are so sick, if you're any part of the LGBTQI+ community and you are terrified, step out. There's people. We're here. Hell, call us. There's people here that you will find people that love you for who you are. If you're a witch and you are terrified because, hell, we still are burning witches at the stake. It's just not on a stake this time. Like, fuck it. You will find your coven. How are you going to spend the next 9 years of your life? We're not living in fear anymore. There's people. You will do it. I hope you find the courage to do it. And if you don't feel safe, it's okay if you don't. But like, I really hope you step into your power into this next phase of life. It's going to be beautiful. All right, let's talk tarot for a second. How about we? All right. Because again, 2 + 2 + 6 = 10. Wheel of Fortune. All right, but we reduce that down into the 1. And honey, the Magician. Whoo, I love this card. I love it when it comes up. It's delicious. And it's such a good magical fucking reminder that, like, it's already within you. Like, and I'm going to remind you of that on this new journey here. But before we dive into the 1, let's dive into the 10. So the Wheel of Fortune. all right? This card, I love it. It's like that wheel of fate. It's like the turning of times, like we're closing a cycle out. Like what needs to fall off? What needs to come to completion? I actually made a note on this card that in my little digital book of shadows. I have more books of shadows and stuff than I do in my entire life. It's ridiculous, but I fucking love it when I have it anyway. It's good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, a turning point. The wheel is always turning. Things come and go, okay? Even the good times, all right? So on this next journey, that's a reminder like, yes, we're gonna start a new cycle, but like even that's gonna have its ups and downs, and that's okay, and that's just life. And the thing is it's not the destination. It's who you're becoming on those ups and downs on this next journey. That's what's fucking important, okay? So it's a critical turning point in your life. And with it being 2026 and a 1 year, honey, it is a critical turning point. We are starting that new path straight up, all right? Let's see, what are the notes that I made? Opportunities galore and chance to really make a change in your life. Number 1 year. May seem unfamiliar and unexpected, but see it as an invitation to turn things around. Yes, bitch, if you don't like how the past 9 years and that last cycle did, then turn the page in that fucking chapter, period, done, turn the page, next chapter. And think about it. If we read the same chapter for like 900 pages, it gets fucking boring. You know what I mean? It gets boring. And when the new chapter comes, sometimes when the new chapter in a book, people die. Some, they become enemies, like friends die off, all this stuff. Some people are meant to be with you the whole book. Some are just meant to be for a section. Some are just meant to be a chapter. Okay, but that's the beauty about life, turning the next page and writing a new fucking chapter. Wheel of karma, what goes around comes around. What are you putting out, good or bad? What are you going to continue to put out this year, in this new year? What are you going to continue to, are we talking to ourselves in a good way? How's our self-talk? How's our self-care? How's our habits? How's our all that stuff? Like, how are we treating other people? Like, are we treating others how we want to be treated? I believe in that. And it's like the thing, like, if you're just like, why is everybody so fucking bitchy? Take a look in the mirror and see if you're being a fucking bitch. Like, that's the easiest way of self-reflection. Like, look at your environment and see if you literally are putting that out, and that's why you're getting that. Have faith the universe has got your back. Watch for good signs, all right? Be open to the help of others. Reminder of the control freaks. Outside factors outside of your control or influence the situation. The universe giving you whatever it wants, all right? There's outside influences on this new chapter. And again, what did I just say? It's none of your business. Other people's opinions, those outside influences. It's out of your control anyway, so why try to control them, okay? We're not doing that in this new chapter. So it's let all this shit go and start fresh. That's what we're doing, all right? Answer the call. The guides are literally like being like, hey bitch, hey bitch. And the thing is when you answer that call and you start to listen, you become the fucking magician. Oh yes, and the magician, oh my God, I love this one. This is, it's the card of Mercury. All right, which is all about the mind. And what I do like here is between the 1 and 10, this is a full cycle, straight up a full cycle between here and there, all right? So it's like time to start the new one. And it all really starts, the card a little bit, well, let me get the right card. When you look at it, this bitch, I use the Queer Tarot deck, I love it. It's like the closest thing to the Rider-Waite, but like with gay imagery, hey girl, hey. But this person's here, and like living her best life, all right? The infinity symbol, meaning straight up that like the possibilities are endless. And because you, holding this magic fucking wand over here, already have all of it in you, all right? And notice what's on the table. You got the wands, you got the swords, you have the pentacles, and you have the cup. You already have all of these aces, all right? You have it. Now we just have to learn to wield them correctly. The magic's already within you. But a big thing when you take a little bit deeper dive into the Magician card, it's ruled by Mercury, and Mercury's the mind, all right? It's basically like the world is mental. What you think, feel, see, words you use, etc., all of that shape your reality, okay? So it's a hermetic principle that I fucking love. So the message here, the hidden message is watch your fucking words that you tell to yourself this year. All right? You gotta get your mind right. We can't keep in that bullshittery of that past cycle. You've gotta come through this with a new mind, a new way of thinking, new attitude. And here's the thing. The words you say create your fucking reality. Like, words are so important. I mean, it's called spelling. Like, spelling. Like, you cast spells with your words. I didn't make it up. Look at it. You'd be like, that's witchcraft. Well, fuck yes it is. Fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? So the words you say create your reality. If you're over here being like, I'm so anxious, well, no wonder you're anxious. Oh, I'm so broke. Okay, well, no wonder you can't go on a shopping spree. Like, you over here being like, I want to go to Europe, but your bank account says, bitch, where you going? To the backyard's all you going to, honey. Like, your words create your reality, and you got to get so fucking serious about the words you say to yourself. You have to. That is a non-negotiable this year. You have got to watch and get that mind right, all right? And here's the thing, talk to yourself like you love yourself. Like, being like, I love you. You are so good. You are so beautiful. You have ample times, at least twice a day. You better be twice a day, brushing your teeth in the morning and at nighttime. Like, to look yourself in the mirror and love on yourself. I love every cell in my body. You are beautiful. You are kind. You are worthy. All of these things, like, love on you like you do your friends, okay? Words and actions need to be in alignment this year. So, how you gonna have good actions if your self-talk is complete and utter fucking bullshit? You're not. You're just not, all right? So we gotta watch that. We gotta get it right. Start the new cycle off with the getting right. Again, that doesn't happen until February. You got January right now, slow the fuck down. And you got January to start reflecting on who you was in this old cycle, honey. All right. So February, you can start and do the work to like get your mind right. So March, you can get off your ass and like start slaying these goddamn dreams. Okay. Fire. I just lit the fire underneath your ass. You're welcome. All right. And the magician, you have everything you need to create a reality. All right. Everything you need to create your reality. And what creates your reality? Your words. Start there. All right. So everything on the table, Ace of Swords. Right? But before we get into the aces, we have to address the tens. So let's start with, you got the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, you got the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. I categorize these. I got them separated, all right? This is what you've been in, honey. You carry in too fucking much. Like, put the burdens down. Not every wand needs to be carried. Not everything is your responsibility. Did you hear that in a relationship that's one-sided? They told me to say that, so whoever's listening, you're welcome. Like, you ain't got to do everything. You're worthy of support. You're worthy of finding people that, like, finding your tribe that literally want to be there with you and help you and support you, okay? Like, you're carrying too much. You cannot keep the same load on yourself that you have been for the past 9 years, that last cycle. You just can't. Nope, it's a new way. Got to do things differently. You got to put it down. And also, like, these are like the ending cards. 10 come to a complete cycle, all right? 10, it's like, lay it down. Like, there's no more carrying these at all right? You got to lay them down. There's no choice, all right? So that's an ending, all right? This, honey, your mind's fucking killing you. All those swords, guess where they're at? In your own back. And guess who stabs your back the most? Not your friends, not your lovers, not your parents, you. You are your own worst enemy. You are your biggest fucking hater. So these swords, this is death. There's no picking up from that. No. All right. First house is like incarnation. I think of it as reincarnation. All right. You gonna come back this time as the beautiful fucking butterfly. Or I kind of want to come back as like the queen's corgi dog. Like, can I just sit and eat treats all day? Oh my God. But these people, they cannot come with you. These people, you cannot be these people where you're going. You just can't. You got to lay this shit down. 10, that's completed. All right? Like, yes, it might have fucking hurt, but we need to deal with it so that way we don't carry that hurt into the new year. That sadness, whatever it is, it's done. It's done. The universe is like, bitch, leave it in the past, all right? It cannot come with you in the future. You cannot keep carrying everything because when we do, this is where we're going, honey. Ten of Pentacles. Some of y'all motherfuckers out here are gonna make some cash this year. Like, honey, that like you gonna make some money. All right. Donate to House of Alchemy. Thank you. All right. You are going to be doing work that is in alignment with your legacy. And this is family. This is your tribe. Like this is like good. This is good outcome. This is like legacy work. This is like fulfillment, money, honey, earthly possessions, all the things. This is you basking in the glory of like, yes, bitch, I deserve all this stuff. And then you got the Ten of Cups, which is about emotional fulfillment. Like that you deserve to look up in the sky and see a motherfucking rainbow and celebrate. Not when you get to a destination. It needs to be now. Remember that. Believe it while you weave it. Like, this is you now. The person who wants $10 million in their bank, all right? You gotta show up as the person who already fucking has it now. Being like, I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a billionaire. I am a badass CEO. I literally wake up, I am that witch. I lead a very powerful and one of the biggest online communities in the world. I am a #1 podcast host. I am a #1 top charting TV host. Like, and I'm that now. Like, boom, you ain't gonna distract me from that. Because that's who I'm showing up every single day. And eventually, like me showing up every single day like that, it might take a year, it might take 6 months. I mean, hell, look what happened with Which is Wild. We blew up overnight, okay? Like, you literally deserve this. But it requires you not waiting until you get it to live in this fulfillment. That's what these cards are asking. It's like, act like the bitch who's got what you want now. That is how you literally manifest it. That's how you become the frequency of exactly that life. And that makes you a fucking magnet for it. The universe is like, oh, finally, you're vibrating there. Let's bring it in. Now, it does take aligned action to get there. You can't just whatever and then, expect it to just show up. You got to take aligned action. Belief plus aligned action equals manifestation. Bam, okay? But the tens, we got it. These have to go because this is what's in our future, all right? Now, back to the Magician. On the table, it's already within you. How do we do it? Well, the tools are on the table. How do we do this, Auric? It seems so easy for you to like talk about it and all that stuff. Well, how do we do it? Well, the answer is easy. Like I said, right there on the table, all the tools you have. And these are all ones, the aces, they're the ones. And it's a 1 year, I'm telling you. Like, 2026 is a magical fucking year, y'all. Like, I can't even, like, literally can't even handle it, all right? So let's start. You got all the aces right here. What do the ones tell you? I like to look at these as like the universe handing you the tool. Like the universe placed them on that table being like, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. All right? So when we look at it, Ace of Cups, bitch, this is taking care of yourself first and foremost. And remember, we ain't pouring into anybody cut, honey. No, we let the other bitches handle the overflow. But we pour into our cup. We are like, this cup is overflowing. Is there plenty to go around down here? Hell yeah, it's filling a pond. All right? We don't give and give and give to others without giving to ourselves first. You have got to put your, honey, self-care is non-negotiable this year. It is absolutely non-fucking negotiable. You have got to. Ignoring your needs, ignoring your cup, all that stuff. You got to keep your cup full, your energy tank full, because there's a lot of fire for you to master over here. And you cannot do it on an empty cup. You're going to be a dehydrated bitch is exactly what's going to happen. All right. You have to anchor yours first. You have to pour into you. All right. This is how you get emotional satisfaction. Honey, therapy. Honey, therapy. Straight up therapy. And we're not talking about therapy like where you're like, I'm broken, I'm this, I'm that. No, you need a therapist this year. Like take January and February if you need to and wrap up your whiny little bitch mode, okay? But then come March, you need a therapist that's gonna be like your hype person. It's gonna be like gassing you up, being like, you got this, bitch. Being like, I'm gonna start this project. I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And they're like, fuck yes, you are. You need a hype person for your therapy this year, all right? because we ain't in that past 9-year cycle. All right? And remember, stop identifying with shit. Stop saying I'm anxious, because that's what you're going to be. Stop saying I'm depressed. Get some deep rest and maybe you won't be depressed. And stop saying it and maybe your reality will change, okay? And that's not downing mental health. Bitch struggled with it too. Medications are straight up there when you need them, all right? So you have got to pour into yourself. That's a non-negotiable. That's how we start in 2026. It is you. It is the year of you. It's the 1 year. It's finding out who you like to do. Oh, was that a Freudian slip? All right, queen. I'm poly. It's time for me to finally explore my poly side. It is you figuring out who the fuck you are, get in touch with your discernment, realizing you're the sovereign one, and literally making no excuses about it and doing the damn thing. Okay? All right, that's what I thought. I gotta set my timer so that way I know the camera, it only does like certain amount of timing on videos. This is gonna be a long episode, love you, but just strap in, buttercup. You loving it, aren't you? If you're not, fuck off. All right, next up, Ace of Pentacles. All right, I'm telling you, some of you all gonna make some money, honey. This is new ways to make money. This is new ways to also invest in yourself. This is new ways that you're going to invest your energy. New things that are gonna get your energy and your time. All right. It's also like Pentacles is very grounding. It needs to be a year that you ground yourself. All right. We've been so flighty with the world going on, anxious and all this stuff living up here. You need to ground down. Like, how do we do that? Go outside barefoot. Like, get your ass off the couch, Auric, and get into fucking nature. Go next to a waterfall. Lay next to a waterfall. Like, go barefooted. Buy you some grounding sheets that you plug into an outlet. Meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Auric, meditate. I'm preaching to myself. Like, honey, this is not just me preaching to you. This is me going to be following this same shit. Like, it's in my book of shadows for a reason, and that I'm sharing you so we can all rise. All right? So, eating grounding foods. Like, I love as a witch to make root soup, like with parsnips and turnips and sweet potatoes and potatoes, all the earthy vegetables. Like, and if you learn anything from Witches Wild, like, be so discerning with what goes in your fucking body. Stop eating goddamn fast food, which is more like fast humans, okay? We ain't doing that anymore, all right? But there's lots of you lots of ways to make money, all right? Plant the seed. Plant the seed and water it with that rain, that good things, not bleach, all right? And then let the universe show you how good it can be. Have those patience, all right? Do what you do, even if it's not for money. That was a big note for me. Like, we get so caught up in like career. No! What do you want to do? I want to pick up like cross stitching and needlework this year. And I just read my bones for 2026. That was hard for me this time. I read my bones and it was crazy because like with all the chaos, like something that's going to help ground me into like the thing and help me is being a hermit. And it was like my hobbies piece was down and it was ancestral. And it was like, oh, I said it early this morning. Like, I had that cross stitch kit. I need to cross stitch. Like earlier, I was like, and then I said to myself, I was like, if I would sit down, that would slow me down. And I was like, maybe that's for meditation. And it literally came up in my bones reading today. And I was like, okay, noted. Thanks, ancestors. All right. So even if it's not for money, like not everything has to make a fucking dime. Like if you are a painter, it doesn't have to be a career. Just paint because you want to paint. If you want to take photography, just do it for a fucking hobby. Like, God, social media makes the pressure that everything has to make money or be monetized or put on social media. No, it does not. All right? Invest in what you are passionate about, even if it doesn't mean that there's money involved. But there's going to be money involved, I'm sure. You start doing your passions and living that. That's how when you start pouring your energy in things that you love and light you up, it makes you a magnet for success, like for all the things to come your way. Trust me, like it works. Human design, straight up. So Ace of Pentacles, all kinds of new things to invest our time. Ace of Wands, all this fire fucking energy, all right? Ace of Wands, it's like that creative spark. It's like I literally look at this as the thumbs up card from the universe. Be like, yes, bitch, go. And the thing is that's your passion, your creativity. There's travel, okay? That is sex. straight up sex, like fuck, like sex drive, like it rules your sex drive. I'm like, if you're a witch out there and don't practice sex magic, honey, I do tantric alchemy, which is very like sacred, sensual touch. And I help guys channel that energy up through the chakras. So they, instead of going on Grindr for a 10-second hookup, that means absolutely nothing. I'm like, that's life force energy. Like, that's like the prime force of our life force energy is our sexual energy. And like, when we can learn to channel that or like practice fucking sex magic, which is where you're like, if you don't know sex magic, you're welcome. But you literally like, as you're building up to orgasm, whether it's by yourself or you're like going out and fucking whoever, like being with your partner or whatever. And as that orgasm builds, instead of just having an orgasm and be like, oh my God, this feels good, or all that stuff and it being done, as it's building with your partner, look them in the fucking eye. Like breathe with them, like keep that eye contact. And like, as you're doing that, like as it's building to that release, focus on what you want to fucking manifest. Honey, you talking about speeding up the manifestation, honey. Have a fucking orgasm while you're thinking of what you really want. And then after you orgasm, while you're orgasm, instead of being like, oh, I'm done, it was great, done. Like focus, stay in that energy as it's releasing. Picture it, visualize it, awesome. That's sex magic, girl. Honey, I'm telling you. Honey, afterwards, roll a fucking candle in the fluids. Throw some herbs on it, light it, and then focus on the manifestation. Half of y'all just got a fucking heart on. You're welcome. Some girls' clitoris just grew to 2 inches. You're welcome. Sex magic is beautiful. And the universe is saying, yes, bitch, here's my wand. All right? But here's the thing. You've got to have discernment. What gets your energy? All right, it's gonna be a lot of wands, but you gotta have discernment what gets your energy. And then the Ace of Swords, that's the big one, all right? This is the hard one. This is a shift in perspective. This is very air, very Mercury, like we talked about with kind of the Magician, kind of like the getting your mind right and stuff. It's kind of double mental energy with the Magician and with this. So you have to anchor your thoughts into what you want. And that's how you do it. When you have something in your mind, you have to think it, you have to know without a shadow of a doubt that it is yours, then you have to know that it is yours already. You have to behave and act and feel as if you have it now. And you have to like sit in that frequency and know like the feeling. What's it feel? It feel like you have those $20 million in your bank account now. Feel what it's like to have that supportive partner now, or living in that new place or in that new career, and you get that feeling there now like it's already yours. That makes you literally a manifesting magnet, okay? So you've got to anchor your thoughts, but you gotta know exactly what you want. Otherwise, how the universe is gonna know what you want? Like, you have to know. You have to get very clear with that. And it's asking you to anchor down and get clear, tune out the noise, get in touch with yourself, and get your mind right. And when you do that, anchor into those, but then feel it, see it, visualize it, and then be that person that already has it now. Like, you're not the person being like, oh, I'm gonna be happy whenever I have that 20 million in my bank account. No, you act like that 20 million in your bank account just got deposited today, and you go through your life, hop, skipping, whatever you do, boom, boom, boom. Now, you don't like, you're not gonna be able to maybe go to Gucci the next day, but like, you know what I mean? But you can have that feeling. You're that person now. Magnet, things just gonna flock to you, okay? So that is how and the thing with that is you gotta fucking command it. Like, stop being a weak ass little witch, all right? Fucking step up, gain your power back. Like, you're not gonna get burned at the stake, and claim what you want. Demand it. The universe, honey, is like, I got abundance everywhere. I ain't gonna run out of shit. It can give freely. You just gotta step up to plate and demand it, all right? So watch your mind, watch your words, get very clear about what you want. And I'm telling you, that is how you change your fucking life, all right? So yeah, the other thing too, like we've got, you know, like we've talked about a one, this is kind of the last little bit, like a one, being led, like having like the first house, like Aries and Mars energy. But like, sorry astrology people, but like there's also in numerology a planet that rules each number, all right? And this is crazy. Can you guess which one rules number one? The sun. Yeah. More fire fucking energy. I mean, the source of all life, the source of all fire, like hello, is literally again ruling this. There's gonna be so much fire, honey. You better be ready, all right? So the sun, think it's our own life force generator, vitality, the strength. It's connected to Leo. I'm a Leo rising, honey. And look at a Leo, honey, they don't give a fuck. They just show up. I'm over here like, yes, bitch, work, 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 work. I identify more of a Leo rising than I ever do as a Libra sun. So you literally are going to want to make sure that you are stepping in through and doing it unapologetic. So all of this has to be from a place of authenticity. They thought love was the highest frequency. It's actually authenticity. It's 400 times that of love. So when you do up and when you do that, you show up in your life every single day and do it from a place that is aligned with, you know who you are, what you want. You don't give a fuck what anybody else says. Like, that is the key. That's like taking that sun energy, that Leo kind of thing. Take a little bit from the Leo. Like the Leos just don't give a fuck. And that needs to be you this year in 2026. That person who doesn't give a fuck is going to change their life. And they're going to look back at like 9 years from now and they're going to be like, I knew I followed witches wild for a reason. I knew that little Auric B wasn't just some little homosexual like some of y'all cover for me in the comments. And yeah, it's 2026. I suck dick. Get over it. But I also just changed your goddamn life. I love it. So tons of fire energy. Speak your fucking truth. Radiate out all that makes you beautiful. All right? Radiate it out. And if people are like, oh my God, it's too bright, give them fucking sunglasses. Do not dim your shine. This is not the year for that. It's the fire year, honey. You are the fucking phoenix rising from the ashes of the 2025 snake skin ashes that you thought all that you were and all those things. Okay? It comes being able to do that though. You have to learn how to honor yourself. You have to know who the fuck you are. And a lot of us don't. It's lost thanks to a society that has no fucking clue. And again, it goes back to have the audacity. The audacity though. Have the fucking audacity to show up for yourself and know that, honey, you are deserving of it. And you are going to walk into this next chapter as the person completely different. You are the snake that doesn't have that old skin. You are you've got new skin and new way. You got new flexible motion. You're like, oh my God, I'm not weighed down from all the bullshit anymore. That's the person that gets to transform into the horse, light its ass on fire, and honey, fucking blaze 2026. And for me, that was my first time really doing this. Not in the aesthetics industry, as a full-blown practicing witch, energy healer, all this stuff on a brand new platform. So I'm doing it. It's difficult. It's crazy. It's wild. But if I can do it, honey, anybody can do it. What'd you think about that? Yeah, it's what I thought. And you know, good stuff, right? So we got some homework to do, all right? If you have not, go literally, I have it for $11, okay? $11. It's on my site at the Auric B, AURICB, theauricb.com / I'll put it down the link in below on YouTube and on the podcast, and / best year yet. It's literally going to help you go through January and February with all this reflecting and all this stuff, this wrapping up of the 2025, that year of the snake, all that shit. It will literally be the best $11 you spend all year, I promise. And you can reuse it every single year. It's what I do every single year. It will help you reflect. It'll help you see what's good. And you might be like, your life shit, but when you reflect, you see everything is good. There's so much more good. And you're like, oh, it's not such a shit show. And if it is a shit show, it's fine. We're going to walk you through it. Okay? And it's fun. It's a very fun PDF. And you get videos with me walking you all the way through it. It's a great tool to do that. But you got to reflect. You got to continue to shed the last little bit of that skin. I know it's hard. Trust me, I'm going through it my fucking self. And we feel raw, okay? But like, it's ready. It's ready. We are coming out of the motherfucking chrysalis. We got our wings, bitch, come March 1st. All right? We just got to break you out of that chrysalis phase just a little bit. Remove that little shell, remove that skin from the snake so you can step in and make a choice to get the mind right. Realize it's already within you like the fucking magician that you are. So you can step forward in this fire and blaze it all the fuck down on your terms in a life that you love and are thriving in, people. So there you have it. There is the numerology and the energy, according to me, of 2026. I hope it helps. I hope this gives you hope. I hope this gives you a spark. That is that first spark to light 2026 ablaze. And please let me know what you think below. If you love it, if you want more content like this, like comment below. If you didn't love it, fuck off. Because I don't give a fuck. My Leo rising and me does not recognize the bullshit in you, honey. That's what we're leading with. All right, you beautiful people. Remember, you're not broken. There's nothing to fix. You are a beautiful masterpiece just as you are, living in a broken world. And you're always safe here. All right? So we love you. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Come back to this as a foot in your ass anytime you need it. And I will see you all in the next episode when Jess is finally back from pretending she's going to be in Scotland without me ever again. Okay?